Today's segment of Oh Brother is sponsored by Warblog Eagle, the entertaining blog that provides you with everything you need to know about what's happening in the world of Auburn athletics. Read it on the web at www.warblogeagle.com.
So southern, they'll get up for you for nothing.
It is Wednesday, and Will Lochamy along with Reed Lochamy. We're coming to you from the Brandon Brown and the Country Western Delight Studios. You're listening to Oh Brother. This is a podcast you can find on iTunes or at ohbrotherradio.com, and now actually on YouTube also.
Yeah, it's not easy to find on YouTube, but it is there. We're working on that, though.
Right. Speaking of YouTube, we've got a video that's from YouTube, and it's actually a listener of ours has done this, Reed.
That's right. If people don't know, real quickly, well, we should just explain. Every Wednesday on Oh Brother, we have a segment we call Show and Tell, which is where we take a video and we put it on our very own website, which is ohbrotherradio.com. That's ohbrotherradio.com. And you can, and that's what we're talking about today. If you want to see the video, if you're listening through iTunes, for example, then you can go to ohbrotherradio.com, see the video we're talking about.
Right. So anyway, he has got a fish.
He's got a fish.
What's this fish's name? I can't remember from the thing.
It had a long
weird.
name.
Something maybe German.
Start with an R, maybe.
So yeah,
we can't remember.
Yeah. Something. Anyway, he's got this goldfish, and in the tank he's set up a little soccer field kind of thing with a goal,
like a toy for children. It looks like. It reminds me of that. Remember that little basketball game where you'd press the buttons and it would shoot the basketball?
It's a lot like that. People can't see all that you're doing with your hands there, all that crazy waving.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, doing a lot of this.
You and Josh, who's here.
Right. But anyway, and so he has
submerged that into his aquarium.
Yeah, and he's trained this fish to take the little soccer ball that he drops in there and push it into the goal. And when he pushes it into the goal, he gives the fish a treat with some kind of weird little pin.
Little fish stick.
Little fish.
Fish.
Do you like fish sticks, Reed?
I do like fish sticks.
You do? You like fish sticks in your mouth?
Well, I guess so, yeah.
What are you, a gay fish?
I'll take... No, but...
You know where I'm getting this? This is from a South Park episode.
Yeah, which I woefully have not seen yet.
The funniest joke in the world.
It is.
Do you like fish sticks?
But Andrew, who is a listener, an international listener, I want to point out, he lives in the UK.
Nice.
He used to live here. He's now relocated.
Andrew, UK.
Yeah, that's what we'll call him. Has a fish stick, we'll call it that he uses to feed his...
I'm just saying, watch the video. It's a very bizarre little thing.
His little fish stick, yeah.
I don't understand when he
We'll call it a fish stick, yeah.
I know, but what is it? Is that just a little flavored red thing that's coming out the end of the pin there?
But one way or another, he has taught this fish to play soccer. And Andrew, sent me a Facebook message. Don't forget, people, by the way, we have a Facebook fan page now for Oh Brother, and this is a great way to communicate with us. For example, you can send us comments, things of that nature. And Andrew did this and said, hey, here's a video I've made about this fish that I've taught to play soccer. And and the point that he made was, this just proves how ridiculous soccer is, that even a fish, fish are very stupid. Fish are stupid animals, that even a fish can learn successfully to play soccer. I don't think you could ever, for example, teach a fish to play golf. I don't think.
No, you're not going to
play tennis. I don't think that.
You're not going to teach a fish to run the wildcat.
No.
Or to run an option offense.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Certainly not the triple
soccer,
option.
Somehow, a fish can pick up pretty easily.
Very easy. So, Will, here's the thing. People should go watch this video because it's entertaining. And I think Andrew put some interesting music over it as well, if I remember correctly. So, it's just entertaining to watch.
And I'm sorry, Reed. Hey, hang on.
Yeah.
I can't get past the pin that he's putting in there. It didn't...
Hey, I don't know what's going on there.
When you saw it, you didn't look at that thing and say...
Sure.
It's almost like... without getting too descriptive, like a dog's man parts, a male dog.
Oh, a little red rocket.
It's like a little red rocket thing that he's putting in there. It comes out.
Like a lipstick.
A little lipstick thing. That's exactly. It comes out, and the fish goes up and, licks it.
It's bizarre.
It's not necessarily food he's putting in there. It's like a flavored fish stick.
It is. It is. It's a lot like that. I don't know what he's doing with that. I have no idea. But here's the thing. Well, here's my question for you. Right. Now, we've talked about soccer before. As a matter of fact, we had a final countdown. Every Friday we do a final countdown. One time we did a final countdown of 5 things that were wrong with soccer. Not there just 5, because there are a lot of things wrong with soccer. But we counted down 5.
Yeah, you should go back and listen to that. That was very early on in the
I think it's still
embryonic
available.
stages, as Eli Gold would say, of Oh Brother.
Right, yeah.
And so if you haven't heard it, go back and listen to that second.
I think it's still there. Yeah. Here's my thing. Well, for people who've not heard our position on soccer, what's your general take on soccer?
Okay, soccer is a lot of fun to play. I've played soccer.
You know, it's funny you mention that because remember last year, you and Josh, as a matter of fact, who's going to be on the show tomorrow, you and I and Josh and some other friends of ours would go out and play setback, which is a fun punting game, playing football. And it occurred to me recently, I saw some people playing soccer, and I thought, you know what? Actually, we should get our group of friends together, actually go play soccer.
Yeah, except there's
fun.
so much running around.
That's actually why I'm kind of thinking we should do it. It'd probably be really good exercise.
Yeah, either way, soccer is a lot of fun to play. But Reed, here's the problem watching soccer. And for some reason, it's the biggest sport in the world. I don't know. But here, we're maybe much smarter. Sorry, Andrew, UK. But we're maybe much smarter. And
smarter than fish.
Smarter
than a fish.
All right,
yes.
So here are our main problems, Reed, that we've been over. Nobody scores. There's like half a goal per game.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And you've got, all right, so we said maybe they should make the goals bigger, right?
Well, here's what I'm going to say about it, is that, yeah, there are very few goals scored. What I'm saying is, why not just make the goal the entire width of the field, and that way it would be much larger. Make whatever goal that they're shooting for, make it just the whole width of the field.
Like an end zone.
Yeah, like an end zone. Now, the other thing I'm thinking is the field is too big. I think we need to shorten the field, like maybe like 50 yards wide tops.
Gotcha.
Right? And maybe like 100 yards long, and that's a more manageable size for a field. And I've noticed that soccer's kind of boring, right? There's no like contact really. I mean, now there is some illegal contact; they get called for it. But what I'm thinking is let the players like tackle each other and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like where you're going
Now,
with
if
this.
you're going to do that, I think one thing you're going to need to do is allow the players to wear like some sort of padding. They probably would need like they already wear shin guards. I don't know if you really need those as much.
Well, if you're going to be tackling each other,
probably need a helmet.
Well, here's the thing: you're going to want like some pads on your upper body.
Sort of tackle people sort of with your shoulders, so you need some like pads on your
but
shoulders.
But then those are going to be hard. So if you run into somebody, you're going to need a helmet.
Yeah.
So some kind of leg protection, some kind of shoulder pads, maybe a helmet.
Okay, so soccer. All right, so here's what we're saying: make the field a little smaller.
Yep.
Make the goal just like the whole width of the field.
All right.
Okay. And you know what? Here's the thing: they score so infrequently.
Yeah.
Instead, don't just do 1 point for a score. Every time a team scores, just make that like 6 points or something, like 6 points maybe.
Well, I think if you're going to allow them to tackle, Reed, you got to change more than that. You got to change kind of. Let's get rid of this.
Maybe they wouldn't be able to
handball.
score all the time.
Well, I was going to say let's get rid of this handball rule because, they're
going to need to be able to throw the ball.
Yeah, you might as well let them throw it to each other. That way you can avoid the tackles better.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so that's pretty much it. They need to wear more equipment, be able to throw the ball.
Tackle each
let
other.
them tackle each other.
Let them throw the ball.
Okay.
The ball, now here's one thing.
They
Soccer
can still
ball.
kick it. How about this?
Still kick it.
If you get it into your goal,
yeah,
then you get one precision kick.
Okay.
Something like that.
Just for 1 point.
Just to add on some points.
Okay.
To see how good you are at kicking.
And one thing I'll tell you I've noticed about soccer balls, they are hard to pick up. That's part of the problem. So you probably need to make it like easier to hold, a little more aerodynamic if you're gonna have them throwing the ball.
Not as round?
Yeah, not as round. Maybe like point off the ends a little bit. I think that's
more
part
egg-like.
Yeah, more like egg-like. Yeah, something like that.
Huh.
I think if soccer were to make those changes, probably need a name change too.
No, I think you could keep football.
Keep football. Football's a good name for it, I guess. And I think if soccer were to do that, then it would become a game that was more complex than what fish could play.
The clock.
Oh, clock goes up, which is ridiculous.
You never know when the game's going to end.
Yeah.
And they don't stop the clock.
Too long.
Let's say,
minutes?
look, right now, when that ball goes out of bounds, that clock keeps going. Stop the clock when the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah.
Right?
I think an hour is long enough for the game. Count it
Divide
down
that
for
up
an hour.
into four different
so that people know where
quarters.
you are.
Quarters, 4 quarters.